How's it going, everybody? This is Mark with I128, and today we are going to be reviewing Drop DMG. So, you guys may be wondering what Drop DMG is, and this is pretty much a developer tool. If you have a Mac app, something you want to be downloaded to a Mac, such as most people use DMGs for files that are large, such as an application or an installer. That's mainly what DMGs are used for. It's kind of like a zip file, but DMGs have a little bit more of a twist on it. Take a look at the main window. We have this new button right here, which will just pretty much give you a file to select, and it will create your DMG. We have this convert button right here. We can create a blank disk. We can burn one, get info, we can mount one, and if we already have a DMG, we can verify that. We can also choose our preferences and have details on whatever is selected. So you can see right here, I don't have anything selected. So right here, we can choose our configuration. You can see these are all of our Mac apps. Since, well, this is used by our software team, we use this app. And if you're wondering what a final product looks like, this is what a final one straight out of a Drop DMG looks like. If you download any of our Mac apps, Hide, JotSpot Lite, or Weblog Generator, this is what it will look like, except this icon right here will be changed. And if you have a Mac app, this is a really great thing, because not only are you just going to have a plain old app right here, but we get a background on it. We also have this. So I created this in Photoshop. And when people open this, it's just a little reminder that says, hey, drag this app right here over to your applications folder. And it's just kind of nice. So if someone doesn't know how to do that, if you're new to a Mac, it's going to be great because it just shows them really easily and quickly how to do that. And we can also drop our contents right here if we're going to go ahead and create one. So under preferences, we have configurations. You can see these are all of my configurations are visible right here. So for hide, I can choose my file format, encryption, which would need a password, licenses, I'll go over that in a minute. We also have layout, which I'll also go over in a minute. I can say a custom icon, which is what it will look like when it's mounted right here. I can also choose some custom volume icons, which is what the actual DMG icon, which is this right here, will look like. And our enable and optimize for restores. And when you're saving this to your computer, it will ask you, that's how I have it set. Names are automatic. That would be based on right here. And we also have a couple of source things. As you can see, all of these are exactly the same. The only reason I have multiples of them is because when you create your disk image, it will be named that, and you can't change your disk image name. So if you want to, you could choose names for ask and only have one, but I just kind of prefer having multiple. Licenses, you can add them right here and create a license. This is what someone has to agree to before opening the DMG to use your app. So if it's a certain type of app that needs a license and agreement. Now we're onto layout. This is what I was talking about right here. My layout is DMG, and we can create one right here. And this is what your background is going to look like, much like this one right over here. So we can choose our window size and position, drag in your background. I already made one right here. We can also add some text and variables. We can add an app icon, or any icon really, to your screen. And then we have these two presets right here. This is a application, a kind of generic one. We also have a applications folder. You choose icon size and icon text. So back up to these, when you just click them, they show up on the screen right here. You can drag them into the position. This one right here is where your app icon is going to be if you're putting an app into this. And this one right here is always going to be there. So since this is going to be a variable right here, I have hide right here, and this app shows right there. And under advanced, we just get a couple of options not many people are really going to need. So let's just go ahead and do a quick one right here. I'll just go ahead and do Weblog Generator. I'll select Weblog Generator, drag this in right here, and then I already had it set up to ask me where I want to save this, so I'll save it to my desktop. As you can see right here, this is a temporary one. It also temporarily mounts it, and then it will unmount it once it's done and replace it with this one right here. So then if we go ahead and open up this DMG file, you can see it says webblock generator, and it already has that name because that is what I chose for my configuration. And because I had that variable under layouts for our app, that took its place right away. I did not need to move anything at all. And now when people download webblock generator from our software website, it will tell them drag it into there, and then it will install automatically in your applications folder to be accessed in Launchpad. Well, there you have it. This is a review of Drop DMG for a Mac. If you want to try this out, there's a 30-day free trial. This is really, really good for software developers. If you want to just kind of make your stuff a little better, I highly recommend this. This is what we use for all of our Mac software. So go ahead, check out our stuff, download it, and see how it works, how it looks. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. You can also buy the full version for $24.99. It's a little steep of a price, but I do highly recommend this. It's an absolutely amazing app. I cannot do anything without this. There is a couple of other ways to create DMGs, but some ways do not work. Most applications do not work. And there's a couple of things you can do in Terminal that will also do the same thing. But really, this is just drag and drop. It's a Drop DMG feature. So I highly recommend this. It's very simple, very easy. Link in the description. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.